World Tour Finals. The top three go to World's Strongest Man, and this is the last chance for them to qualify.
Go out with a bang.
Yeah!
Tom managed to get 200 kilos in the log. Under 40, extending his own world record.
Yes! 100.2! I really enjoyed event 2.
Luke Richardson taking the event win, followed by Flynn, and then Nana and a whole other group just a second behind. Event 3,
Carry and drag. The Ghanaian gladiator, Evans Nana. He edges out Luke the Future Richardson.
And Flynn, well,
His performance is almost as perfect as his hair.
so after 3 events, Richardson, Nana, followed by Flynn. The wrecking ball hold.
Drama at the start of the event for Evans Nana. The guys know the clock starts when you lock out. That's why we paid Dave Warner the big bucks. And Dave, we know you're going to spend that on shampoo.
He came 5th here last year. He's never made a Giants Live podium. This would be huge.
Ondra Foy 2 pushes further and doesn't go to the red line. He goes through it.
Andy Flynn.
His performance is almost as perfect as his hair.
Flynn got first, Foy 2 second. Our final event is the Castle Stones.
To finish off the World Tour Finals. And the stones are heavy as hell.
Goes all the way up to 200 kilograms, 440 pounds, and the circumference is big.
This stone run has been contested so many times against all the best athletes in the world.
I really hope to finally being able to finish them.
Luke Richardson still heads the pack with 44 points.
If I had like a 2.5 point lead over second place at any other comp where I trained stones quite a lot, I'd be like, right, well, this is done.
The flying Andrew Flynn is just behind Richardson. Evans Nana in 3rd place overall, and he needs a solid run in the stones because nipping at his heels is Ondra Foy 2.
They will have fatigued their grip, of course, in the previous event, the wrecking ball hold, and you could say they would have destroyed their hamstrings. So they'll be hurt.
Luke Richardson and Andrew Flynn head to head, and the drama is off the charts.
Nana and Foy 2, supreme effort throughout the night from these men.
Yeah, Gav always goes at these stones really hard at the end of shows.
Richardson, a little bit of pressure's come off him and just needs to get a good finish here, Terry.
Just tore through the first few. Don't know if he saw, he's got a good lead ahead of Andrew Flynn. It's always amazing watching Tom lift stones. He just makes them look like they're 20 kilos lighter for him. He'll be really pleased to get through that.
The Castle Stones.
Tommy almost grabbed 4th, but couldn't quite. He won the stones, closed up a big gap.
Chatting to him after, I think he's quite pleased that he just came, showed up to prove that he's not going to fall apart because he's had an injury there and it's solid.
The others did just enough to hang on and keep ahead of him.
I think we'll see him back at Britain's Strongest Man, really, really ready to go and ready to take a title. Once again, the flying Andrew Flynn. Both men fly at the first stone, and the flying Flynn goes a little too hard.
I saw Andy stone off to right hand side of me, and I was like, right, well, if I just make sure I beat him.
He launches it straight over the platform and onto the floor. And suddenly, an opportunity for Richardson to breathe again. All he needs to do is finish the run in front of Flynn, and he knows he can't lose.
But that being said, Ondra put in an absolute unbelievable stone run.
Ondra Foy 2, Evans Nana, head to head. Foy 2 secures the 5th stone.
Does all 5 stones. That's a big surprise for a man who's a presser with short arms. That's a big surprise on those heavy set.
He doesn't put a foot wrong, and the improvements he's made on his stones really transformed his overall performance tonight. Was something that some people were kind of expecting to let him down at the end of the shift, but it really didn't this time. I think he was second to Tom.
And he knows he's on the podium.
A bit of sadness for Nana, who drops off of the podium. He was sitting in podium position pretty much all night.
As Evans Nana drops the stone onto his ankle.
Missing out on a podium space, but I think really sort of proving to everybody that he deserves to be here because of what he did do. Obviously he had an accident with the stone, but other than that, he was absolutely world class.
Probably the most exciting performer for me tonight. I really enjoyed watching him compete.
So Nana in 4th, very disappointing for him. I'm sure he walks away with an injury and his biggest ever chance at having a podium at Giants Live.
Accidents happen, so that'll be noted. You know, we're a qualifying tour. You don't necessarily have to win one to get an invite.
He deserves a lot more opportunities, I think, going forward.
Evans, go away, train hard. You have all the potential in the world.
Flynn looked impressive.
He nearly capitulated and lost his podium slot, but
Third place at the World Tour Finals.
and it once again cements his place in the international scene.
Proves why he should not be underestimated.
So you got Andre and Flynn going to Worlds.
The runner-up, Ondra Foitu, the man from Czechia at only 23 years of age, had a spectacular night. He was imperious.
Who can ignore Foytu as well? A young man like that, we've watched him grow through Giants Live, get better and better and better.
And he finished the Stones with more in the tank. Do not sleep on Ondra Foitu.
Next year at Glasgow, he said to me there's big things coming, and I don't dispute it.
Yeah, mental, like coach and athlete 1 and 2 at an international level strongman competition, and that's like never ever happened before, I'm sure.
Luke Richardson powers to victory at the World Tour Finals.
I had to dig really deep on there because I was struggling at that stage in the comp, and I know that there was a high probability as well that Andy Flynn finished all 5 stones.
Congratulations, Luke. Our late drop-in has done it as only Luke Richardson can. He's a hell of a man.
The World Tour Finals is in the history books, and further evidence of the determination, the tenacity, and the pure grit of Luke Richardson.
Young kids, young adults, whatever, watching, I think Luke is a great athlete to learn from, and what resilience really is.
It's all over, and Luke Richardson is not just Europe's strongest man, he's the World Tour Finals champion.
Yeah, obviously I said if my body holds up, I should win.
We've actually had 2 Luke Richardson comebacks and wins this year, so I don't think my heart can take many more Luke Richardson comebacks, but he keeps coming back and he keeps winning.
Yeah, obviously in the early stages of coming back from, the injuries, fear was a real prominent feeling. I was almost shying away from exercises that had hurt me before. Whereas unfortunately, time under tension usually makes you really good at something or kind of pushes you away, and I've leaned into that fear to the point that I just don't feel it anymore.
I'm delighted for him. I've a lot of time for Luke, and I'm just glad to see him come out the other end of a show like this without a scratch.
We made the right decision to let him compete, and he made the right decision to want to compete, because there is another Giants Live trophy.
You get injured and you get left out, everyone's talking about Brits. It's the Paddy vs Tom show. Well, we'll see about it.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm really good at massaging skin.
It's measured with a tape measure.
The medley into the
Tape measure, yeah.
Having no show with, having a show, sorry.
And both men.
Not very good at the language.
So, yeah.
I've forgotten everything from that point forward.
Who knows?
Oleg.
Oleg. But it's not got a gut on the end, it's got a hut on the end.
You can find it on Spotify. It's called Christmas Party by myself, Pat O'Dwyer.
Listen, as everybody knows, I only come here for one thing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Lindsay's bit.